All right. Playdate episode
18. Peyton Manning episode.
We should, okay.
This is our Peyton year.
This is our Peyton episode. Peyton-sode. I met my soulmate yesterday on the plane. I had a pretty hectic morning. I was leaving Palm Beach and...
Because, wait, you were sick, right?
Well, I was sick, but I was also in Palm Beach. So
You posted on our stories like, we will not be posting an episode this week because Rusty is sick.
Well, so technically we weren't posting it, and I was sick, but those things were not mutually exclusive.
You were also in Florida.
But if I wasn't sick, then I would have posted. We're not posting and Rusty. I think I posted. We're not posting and Rusty's sick. It wasn't. I didn't say that it was the direct cause and effect. But so I get to the airport at Palm Beach and went to a Chili's and was like, I need a Bloody Mary. Like, this is bad. Drank it. It tasted like the woman was trying to poison me. It was the worst Bloody Mary.
Like strong or just gross?
It was so gross and it was so spicy. And I went to the bathroom and I had to like throw it back up. Sorry if that's graphic.
That is graphic. Oh.
And
Were you hungover?
Yeah, and sick. So it was just like a whole thing. Whatever. Make it to Atlanta. Get on my connecting flight. Right. Bless you, Lauren.
Thank you.
Bless you, Lauren.
Thank you.
Old woman comes on the plane, stops in my row. She points to my seat. I have my headphones on. I take her bag and put it up there. And she like touched my arm and was like, "Oh my God, that's so nice." And says, "I'm 85 years old." Like nothing at this point, not sexual at all. It was just like whatever. Dinner or lunch comes on the plane. I got upgraded to first class also, so I was next to a very classy lady.
Yeah.
Lunch comes. I take my headphones off after we're done. I was
Wait,
like,
they do lunch?
Yeah.
Is that
They
just
just
because
bring it
first
to you?
class?
yeah. I had short rib, and she had like some vegan thing, whatever. I take my headphones off just to make conversation. Was like, "How was it?" And she was like, "It was good." Immediately segues into something about mystics, and I'm like pretty
Mystics?
yeah, like people who can like sense that. It was bizarre. Like
Wait, I don't know if that's the word.
I based
Like psychics?
mystics. She kept talking about mystics, and she was like, "Jesus, Jesus Christ was a mystic," and I was like, kind of drunk on this plane, and was like, "Yep, I did know that." And then we talked for. I remember looking at the duration thing, and when we started talking, it was like 2 hours and 45 minutes left. When we stopped, it was an hour later, and I had to be like, I have to put my headphones back on. But we had a great conversation. And then when we were getting off the plane, she goes, "We'll see each other again."
Aww.
And I was like, "All right, I don't think we will." But
Was she a hottie?
That's kind of cute.
yeah, she was like a very pretty 85-year-old.
It does feel like you're a little bit into her.
Yeah, no, I said it.
You should lock that. You realize the game plan there?
Yeah,
You lock that down now.
she had a husband.
Oh, was she talking about
It's
it?
like at worst.
She mentioned him once.
At worst, it's like a little weird for like 5 or 10 years, and then you're set for life. She sounds rich. If
you just
first
tough
class.
it out for 5 years. Maybe she thought I was rich because I was in first class, and she was like, and we were both
Cougar.
We were both poor.
trying to hook up with each other, and we're both like pretty middle class.
Wait,
that's
did she
sweet.
live in LA?
No, she was coming to LA to visit a mystic. That's what she was talking about.
Oh, you might have dodged a bullet. She was flying across the country to see a mystic.
Yeah,
That
I don't know. It's pretty baller.
It's a swindler. That mystic that got her to fly across the country.
She was reading his book and annotating it on the way there.
Oh, it was a book by the mystic.
Yeah.
Man,
I didn't want to say anything,
people
but
spend so much of their lives just believing in shit. I mean, it's the same as any religion, I guess. So
I don't. This
who am I
didn't
to
seem.
judge?
This didn't seem religion based. This seemed like
Spiritual lady.
something else was happening.
yeah.
I think it was basically a cult, and she didn't really realize that. You know.
It's okay.
Yeah, but
If it makes her happy, if she dies feeling like if she's at peace with death, that's a beautiful thing. However you get there.
I'll just say, if I have a wife, and she's going across the country to visit some hot 30-year-old mystic, I'm not letting that shit happen, or I'm coming with.
I'd be worried about his stick.
There we go. All right, you gotta quit it with
That
the
was good.
Oh,
What is that drink?
accelerator.
No free ads. This is just pop.
Yeah, turn it around.
Oh, you say pop?
No.
No, you didn't. You don't. You never say that.
I've never. My brother says it, and it pisses me off actually because we grew up in the same places kind of, but he went to Ohio State and then he came back from Ohio State and now he says pop.
Well, because it is pop's a Midwestern.
Yeah, but it's
thing.
like if you're an adult and you
don't
go
say
somewhere for 4 years, that doesn't mean you're from the Midwest. You don't say pop.
That'd be like if you came
You're
home
so dumb.
if you came home and Chester was wearing flip flops and he called them thongs. You'd be like,
Yeah, or if I
You'd be
said
like, you're
Wicked all
faking
the
that.
time, it's like, dude, you're not from Boston. You just went to college there for 4 years.
I don't know. Wicked's pretty cool. Wicked the musical. Went to see it one time.
Oh yeah,
Horrifying.
horrifying.
Yeah. Well, I was too young. There was just a lot happening.
I'd like to try to find gravity.
Well, the movie Wicked's coming out this year, and Ariana Grande's in it.
With her boy toy, right? Isn't that how they
With
met?
SpongeBob.
With SpongeBob.
Yeah.
That poor bastard. He caught.
Poor?
No. He
What?
got he just caught so much. Well, he also left his.
He left his wife and kid.
Fuck that guy. Never mind. Oh, he had a kid too.
Yeah, he has one still.
I mean, it's Ariana Grande.
I liked that. In my head, the child evaporated the second that he started dating Ariana Grande.
When parents get divorced, the kids evaporate.
What did you guys do for New Year's?
I hosted Willy D's Suck Down.
Oh, that was real.
Yeah, it was like a event to promote the beer in Boston.
Oh, nice. That was on New Year's.
Yeah, New Year's Eve. Yeah.
Could you bring your buddies?
Yeah, they let me bring like 30 of my buddies.
Nice. That's kind of tight. They have 30 buddies.
Yeah,
I don't have 30.
I don't have that many
I don't have 30
friends.
buddies.
It was.
I have 7, including you.
I
Probably.
do have actually a pretty big friend group in Boston, which is nice. So it was fun to see all my friends. It was a little bit like, when you have like a lot of friends at one place and like you're kind of the common thread. So
Yeah.
then you're like, I felt like I was constantly feeling like, oh, I haven't talked to them in a while and I invited them, so I should go.
Yes. You're the catalyst in the friend soup.
I just felt it probably wasn't. It probably was all in my head, but I just felt like I had to keep like bouncing around. So I felt like I was kind of just like I wasn't really getting in any deep conversations at any point.
Were these all friends from the same group, or were you bringing a bunch of people
No.
from different walks of life?
It was
together?
mostly the same group. There was a few different kind of things.
Yeah.
But it was my own.
I think it's fun being that guy because everyone's like, "Hey."
Hey,
it's Willy fucking D.
Yeah, I guess.
I always like I dislike when there's 2 different friend groups and you
Yes.
have to find a way to do it. Usually it's completely fine, but like me, Peter Buell, and Phil, who are they're my like two of my best buddies, but from very different places, and we all met in Nashville together. And there was on the way there, I was like, what if they just don't like each other?
Yeah.
And then they ended up hitting it off, but that would be
Phil, I met Phil.
You've met Phil.
He's a great dude.
He's a really good dude, and he listens to Playdate. He'll hear this.
Shout out Phil.
Shout out.
We talk about him a fairly decent
Did
amount.
he send in
You
a
more
pitch in the
than me.
beginning? I feel like I read.
Yeah, he sent it.
Yeah, he was one of the first pitches we
Yeah.
read. What was? Oh, it was
like
the
Keurig for
alcoholic
alcohol,
Keurig.
which
Yeah,
exists apparently. We got
yeah. We got hate like we were the ones that pitched it. Also, we looked it up. Apparently, it's super shitty. It's not like
Yeah.
the one that he was describing is different than the one that exists.
I think the big liability that with the big issue with the real world version was that it was confined to the laws of reality, which
Yeah.
made it way worse.
I hate when shit's real. It has to be real. All right, should we listen to some pitches?
Yeah, do we have some pitchies?
How many should we do today?
3.
Yeah.
Driss.
3. Okay. Yeah, we have a lot.
Because we got some cool stuff coming up. We got wars that don't exist.
Yep.
More
We had
rom-coms that don't exist.
rom-coms too, which I was writing mine on the plane yesterday. I started some of them on the plane yesterday, and I was like, I had a little buzz going, and I kind of forgot the com part of rom-com. So I was just writing down romantic
Yeah.
things, and they were all sad as balls.
I don't think we really did com on the last one either.
Well, like
Mine have some com.
there
for
was
sure.
room for com in the last
Yeah.
ones. I wrote down a couple, and I texted them to Katie, and she was like, these are all so sad. That's not.
You need
you'll
more
get-
com.
I'll give you a spoiler. Or no,
No.
I took this one out because it was too sad.
Okay.
But it was basically there's also a common theme. This one, most of my stuff today has to do with trains, and I'm sorry about that. It was this woman got hit, eventually got hit by a train, and she was like, "Whoa!" Katie was like, "Take that out, like,
Yeah.
change that part." So
Yeah, that's a little.
Get hit
sad.
by like a toy train, like Thomas or something. That would be making it funny.
yeah, you're like,
What
All right.
happened to Thomas?
Thomas is scary. I don't like him.
Really?
Yeah. What was the mean train's name on Thomas the Train? Thomas. The
Oh,
Tank
I know
Train?
what you're talking about.
Can you look him up?
Yeah.
Can you
Pull him
put
up.
A picture. Pull that up. Hey, pull it up.
I think if Playdate gets big enough, we have a separate guy
When?
when Playdate gets big enough where we only he's only there for when we need Googling, and then Lauren just gets to be part of it. This guy doesn't
Yeah.
talk, and we just go like pull that. He's constantly Googling whatever we're talking
What
about.
is- who's
yeah. What was his name? Diesel
Diesel.
10. That cannot be his name.
Ew, who's that? Ugly.
That's Thomas.
No, that's the French
No,
one.
Thomas is blue.
Yeah.
Is
no,
that
look
not
up
blue?
Look up French. Thomas the Train French. French train.
French train.
Yeah, yeah. One of them was the one.
Etienne.
Yeah, this one was French.
I like that.
Etienne is a
He has-
hilarious
He's
name.
a little guy.
I can't believe that was a part of my brain that I didn't know I had.
Yeah, I don't know.
Knowledge
Wait,
about Thomas the
Pull up
Train
those
Engine.
fish.
Oh yeah. Wait, yeah, Rusty. Oh
Wait,
fuck.
don't look at his Google search. Don't look at the search.
Close your eyes.
You got to see if you recognize. This is like I can only imagine being someone on Spotify right now.
Yeah.
Pull up those fish. Oh,
they're
sick.
like someone's on their way to work right now being like, well, this fucking this blows for me.
Don't.
I'm not looking, dude.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know why I got like upset about that. Well, speaking of fish, Lauren and her lovely boyfriend gave me a sushi recommendation last night. It was so good.
What kind of?
I had two it was like there was a bunch of nigiri. It was like salmon, and some other fish, whatever. And then what was it?
All right, you can go now.
Okay.
It's called the Trust.
Yeah,
Me.
that's rainbow fish.
What?
Like, aren't those the characters from Rainbow Fish?
No. But
What
they're-
am I supposed? What's the question?
They're not.
What is that from?
What is that from? That's from.
Aren't those like immediately like, oh my god, I forgot about those
Unlocked
guys?
memory.
No, I thought those were background fish in Rainbow Fish.
Damn it! They
What is it?
immediately It's from We
It's from
Play
We
Fishing.
Play. Remember?
Not familiar.
You didn't play this? Okay, for everyone listening.
Oh, that's so funny.
Right?
No, I never would have made my way there, but that's awesome. Wow, the mystery fish, 240
Yeah,
bones.
That's a lot of points.
That's a ton of points. I don't remember like
We
what.
gotta get a Wii.
Do you know I'm really good at Wii bowling?
I'm really good at Wii golf.
I have like
20
I have a
under.
multiple perfect games, like over 6 perfect bowling games.
All right, well we gotta do this.
Wait, did you say you're good at Wii golf?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your best? I think I've done like 10 under once.
I think 19 was my best.
19 under? Wow.
My freshman year of college, me and my roommates got like really, really into Wii golf.
Yeah. That's also goes hand in hand with you got into weed, and then that led to
Honestly,
Wii.
yeah.
That's how everyone I know.
We
got
just
into
had a
Wii.
Wii in our room. Honestly, we played it like morning, day, and night. Like it wasn't like it was like in
It's
between.
more
classes.
inclusive than Xbox too.
Yeah, it was just we grinded. We got really nasty at Wii golf. We were shooting like I think my buddy Matt shot 22 under, which is nuts.
Isn't that
And
like
then-
the the best theoretical score no one's ever done? It was like 32 under. A guy put
Yeah.
together. If you got a semantics, 22
Anyway,
is insane.
He was my roommate Joe was at a MIT fraternity party, and they had on the wall of the frat like all of their Wii golf scores written, and they were also pretty fucking nasty. So he like was like, hey, like who lives in this house? And like found the guys who lived there. I was like, yo, is this you guys? And he was like, yeah, we love Wii golf. Got their contact info, and we organized a match. So then a couple weeks later, we like practiced all week, grinded. We went over and we played a Ryder Cup against this
That's
MIT
so
fraternity where it was like we had like singles matchups, doubles. Matchups.
That's fucking awesome. That makes me
And
so.
I fucking choked. So I got.
Yeah.
They were all like seniors and we were freshmen, and I just got nervous and I shot like a 10 or 11 under and ruined my doubles pairing. Matt broke our.
Wait, am I remembering it wrong? I feel like 10 under was
Yeah,
like
but
nasty.
we were like elite. Everyone there was
Yeah.
an elite Wii golfer. Like 10 under was
Yeah.
not getting a fly high, and we lost, and it was largely my fault. It was pretty embarrassing, but it was awesome. Yeah.
All right, can we let's hear some pitches.
Yeah.
Is okay. Our
What did you just click? What does cleanup do?
it straightens everything out and makes it in perfect lines.
That's sick.
For what?
Because yeah, it's pretty good.
Because Lauren has
On the desktop?
'Cause I'm
Lauren's got burgers.
Yeah. She don't believe in shooting.
Okay, all right. We're starting our pitches. Our first pitch submission round of 2024.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, Happy New Year, you guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
2024 is pretty bizarre.
I think it's going to be a great year.
I like it. Yeah,
I like it already.
Kobe year. This is our Kobe year.
This is our Kobe year.
Last year we did
numbered
not have a
2024.
very Jordan year last year.
Yeah. No.
I did almost nothing that Jordan did.
I did. I actually did. I retired and came back out of retirement.
Yeah, that's true. That was your Jordan year. All right.
All right.
So let's hope.
I don't know if I want to set that precedent
Yeah.
for this year.
Let's hope that this year's not as. Sorry.
All right. Let's pitches. Okay. This one is from Harvey Murphy. He says, "Hey legends, I'm only 3 episodes in, so I'm not sure if you're still accepting pitches."
We are.
We're always accepting pitches. Yeah, people are like, "Oh, shoot them too late." Always.
Do
send
we
them in.
respond? Do we respond to these people and be like, "Hey, we used it," or do we just hope they see?
No,
it?
we just do it.
Should I start doing
We
that?
get
No.
so many of them. I don't want to set that precedent.
Yeah.
I did it to a couple people once because I was feeling nice and I haven't signed.
We should DM this guy though and be like, by episode 8, like when you make it to episode 18, we have a treat for you.
Yeah, if you
We
don't,
use
is he
yours.
3 episodes in, meaning he's starting from
Yeah.
one?
He also sent this a month ago, so
Yeah.
some of these are really
Fuck,
old.
I hope we didn't lose him.
He's like, hates our guts.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm only 3 episodes in, so I'm not sure if you're. Oh, I already said that. I think. I
She's
think.
cooking, Lauren. This is Lauren's second podcast of the day. By the way,
Yeah, I'm.
sorry, Lauren guest subbed in on the Almost Friday pod.
Yep.
So
Oh,
check that
Lauren,
out.
tell me you plugged Playdate on there at some point. Did they talk about how you were the
I actually
Playdate?
didn't. No, they said that, but I was just.
They said like
Yeah.
we're borrowing
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
because that
Proud of you. That was like a call up to the big leagues.
I know. I
Yeah.
should have said something, but I
Yeah.
was not. Sorry.
That's fine.
Imagine they fucking steal Lauren and we get Emily.
Don't do it again. All right.
Okay, I think there's big money in developing an app that is like Airbnb, but it's for pools. People can sign up to the app and let people hire. I don't know if this is the right word.
such a
Hire out their pool for a few hours or all day. So next time you and your buds are melting in a 1-bedroom apartment that has no AC, all you gotta do is jump on Pool Finder.
That's
Dude,
so good.
I love it. I hate to be this guy, but I think this is a thing.
it can't be.
There's no way.
It
Can
can't be.
you Google it? Because when we were at that photo shoot at that,
Yeah, no, but that's different.
no, but
That's
somebody said pool.
we had the
Okay,
whole
don't say Airbnb. Okay, yeah, Swimply.
Well,
Swimply. It's Airbnb, but
Right.
for renting your pool.
Did
to
you see the
strangers.
the CNN title was literally "Fuck, dude, I'm sorry." These guys beat you to it somehow.
The CNN? There's a CNN headline. Swimply. It's like Airbnb, but for renting your
Yeah.
pool. Sister.
That's a bummer.
I mean,
Well,
it's
it's still such a good idea.
That's a
But
credit to your.
yeah, the good news is your fake idea was so good that CNN.
Yeah. Oh, look, you can rent. people's
that's
tennis.
pretty sick.
Dude, that's like not that bad.
No, dude.
What is
that-
it?
$60 an
Men
hour
pool.
for like a shit ton of.
Mad Men pool is that's the pool from Mad Men for $80 an hour
In
Portland, Maine. No, it's got to
Probably
be
Oregon.
Did I clean that pool? Wait, click on that pool. I cleaned that pool in high school, the Mad Men pool.
What?
This is crazy.
It's
There's
Oregon, bro.
Oh, there's one that looks just like that who has a diving board inside, and it was the biggest house I've ever seen. Like not I don't mean like a tiny diving board. I mean like Olympic.
A full.
This guy was an Olympic diver.
Oh.
That's sick. Okay,
He retired, and he had a like a 10-meter or whatever the like, the
Yeah.
whatever.
Probably more than 10. Yeah,
10 meters is fucking.
Yeah,
it was. I remember looking at it and
that's
be like, that's
30
fucking
feet.
high,
Yeah.
dude.
Anyway,
All right.
Maybe it wasn't 10 meters.
good idea, but
So I hate to bust your bubble, sir. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
so good of an idea that
So good an
it
idea that
exists.
CNN is like, you guys got to check this out.
Yeah.
All right, well done. Honestly, that's probably the first one that someone's pitched like not cheating, and it actually was a thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
okay. Next one is from Colton Bourne.
I think we've heard from this guy.
Have
CB.
we?
CB.
I don't know.
I don't know. He says, pitch idea for the fellas. I was doing last minute Christmas shopping at Hollister and was watching.
Hell yeah. Wait. That's crazy. I haven't heard about Hollister, I feel like, in like 10 years.
Yeah.
I got you a Hollister graphic tee.
Really?
No.
And I was watching the live stream of the beach that they do in there. Waves look pretty tight today, I say. Then I think to myself, what if we live stream bars? Nothing worse than showing up to a spot and the local Remax is having their end of year party, thus bringing down the mood. I introduce you to Barfly. A subscription? No, we didn't. I just got this DM.
No.
2
I'm
days ago.
saying I hate to. I'll let you finish.
Did someone do something
No.
like this?
This also already exists.
Live streams of bars?
I met the guy who came up with this. They're only in a couple bars, but it's basically that exact thing where you go on your phone and you check how poppin' the bar is before you go. Jared Sullinger from the Ohio State basketball player is the one who is doing this.
No, you're right. I actually have heard of this, but can I just read
Isn't
the whole
that
thing?
insane?
Jared Sullinger threw me for a loop. That guy was a dog.
Let me
He's
just
so good at basketball. All right, continue.
let me
sorry.
just read it. Okay.
Those Aaron Kraft teams. Whew.
So, Barfly, you can hop on the app with the boys while pre-gaming. Homies is looking pretty lit. Plenty of lovely women to chat with. Let's ride, you say. Or maybe the improv group that performs on campus has taken over the bar at Chili's. Not the move, fellas. Chicken crispers will have to wait. Scroll through your local bars and get the plan together before conquering the night. The app will also display drink prices, events, and specials. Barfly. And then in quotes, know before you go. I like that slogan.
Yep, it's really good.
I like the improv jab. Always here for improv jab.
Always here for improv slander. I also
My movie.
I met a dude at New Year's who came up to me and he was also in your improv group at BC. Or not improv. Your comedy group.
Who?
He knows Lupica too. It was like this guy. It was crazy.
Older dude.
Yeah. And he was like
he's in my sketch group. I did sketch comedy, not improv.
He talked about the beef between you guys and what was the other team?
Fleabag.
Yeah, Fleabag. And what was yours called again?
Shovelhead.
Yeah. He was
Fleabag
a
is what Amy Poehler was in. So they kind of have like
I love Amy Poehler. I always get her mixed up with the other one that I don't like.
Tina Fey?
No, Schumer.
Oh, no. Amy Poehler's good.
Amy Poehler's the best.
She went to BC and she was in Fleabag.
All right, Lauren, a lot of pressure for this third one because so far both of these exist.
Well, he already knows the one I'm about to read because he told me to read it.
Okay.
Like, fucking lock me up, throw away the key, bind me, like, gag me, tie me up with a bunch of ropes and toss me in the Charles River. What do you want me to say?
Stop.
You caught me, bind me, gag me, and make love to me.
And just, like, tie me down on, like, a railroad track and do your fucking worst before... All right. What were you saying?
Okay, it's a million degrees. Jared,
In here?
Yeah.
This could not be more room.
Okay. Well, I was.
We're
also,
in that. We're
I was
in that
also
room.
in here for an hour and a half before.
We are in the room that they named room temperature after because it's.
That is, I like that. That's a good bit.
Well, I'm sweating.
The room that they had.
Okay.
The guys who were deciding on the guys who were deciding on room temperature, they're like, well, which room do we base it off of?
The most room temperature.
Okay, sorry.
All right.
I don't know why that.
Jared Lowry. He says, "Have you
I
ever?"
thought that was the name of the pitch.
I like it.
Have you ever seen a half loaf of bread? Didn't think so. Mm-hmm. Introducing the half loaf of bread. Wait, for single dudes that love to make a good sandwich but simply cannot finish a full loaf of bread before it goes bad and feel guilty when they inevitably have to throw the second half away.
Bang. I love this. This is every loaf of bread I buy gets molded.
Oh, this is real.
Same.
I thought you were saying like I thought you were laughing at the fact that someone couldn't finish a loaf of bread. I go through a loaf of bread in like 3 days.
What are you eating with?
What?
Just fucking anything. Sourdough. You got to get when pigs fly. Also, Willy, if the bread, I don't know why I'm so upset about this. If the bread is getting moldy, just put it in before it gets moldy, just put it in a Tupperware.
No, it still goes bad.
I don't think so.
If you put it in the freezer, it won't. No, I like this.
Yeah.
Every time I buy bread, I have to basically throw it away and it's full. So
Yeah.
I like that he said, "Have you ever seen a half loaf of bread?" Instead of being like, "Have you ever seen someone selling a half loaf of bread?" Like we've never seen it. Half.
Just split it into 2 halves. I would buy the half in a heartbeat. What I will say, I've kind of decided, I was like, because I literally was at TJ's the other day with this exact dilemma, and then I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I just bought cold cuts and cheese.
What is TJ's? Oh, Trader Joe's. Yeah.
And I just bought the ingredients for sandwiches. We have loaves of bread at the office. So I just brought a bag with all my cold cut ingredients into the office. So I just used the bread here.
Why don't you use the cold cuts from here as also?
Because I like the cold cuts here are kind of rank sometimes and they run out.
Yeah.
They're like the
Kirkland.
They're like Kirkland and I like pepper jack and I like salami.
Well, people also
Well.
leave the cheese bags open, and then they get so hard. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's not.
I like having my own.
I can't.
CCs.
I don't know, Lauren. This was before your time, but when we first got to this office like last year,
I remember it.
it was. Also, it's different when the interns are here. It was like fucking. It was like a grocery store. There was there was
so
everything.
much shit,
You could make anything, and now it's just like I don't know who's slacking.
I think it's because it's in the summer when we have interns. It's always better.
Yeah, I used to go to Kirkland with. Actually, it's only happened once, but me and Maddie Glick went to Costco together.
Yeah.
And it was a blast.
Fun.
All right. Should we pitch each other?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fucking red hot. I got a new journal for Christmas.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's a fancy one. I was investigating it yesterday. Bullet journal. Maybe
Journal.
Bullet Journal will sponsor us.
Welcome to Play Date Pod. Brought to you by Bullet Journal.
Don't you hate when your journal doesn't have a lethal amount of force
It's
behind it?
it's Bullet Journal for lethal notes. No, I really like this company, Lecterm.
Yeah. All right. I got the perfume capsule.
PC.
You ingest a pod of great smelling liquid, so when you sweat, it comes out smelling like whatever perfume you would want. So you could take like a Chanel No. 5, go work out, and honestly, not only do you not smell bad, you smell fantastic, and everyone at the gym wants to be your friend.
That's great. I love it.
Or just before a date, if you smell bad, you just sprint around the block.
And it's like, yeah. Or like if your armpits get sweaty, it's like,
Yeah, it's almost like I want to sit like this.
yeah, you're like, check this out, sugar bean.
Yeah.
It's like what I call ladies on first dates. Mm-hmm. Okay, I love it. All right.
Sugar bean sounds like something else.
That's a cute one.
What is this?
Wait, how can you eat it though?
With your mouth?
Orally.
Well, no, but like obviously.
Oh, Lauren wants it to be like a what's it called when you put something in the other end? It's like when a doctor gives you like a pill that has to go like you have to put it up your butt. What's it called? It's called a thing.
You what?
Are you joking?
I don't know. Yeah.
That would be funny if this is how I found out that like my doctor was like a bad guy. What? Google what it's Google what's it? No, actually don't Google
what
that.
would that even be?
It's like a
cool doctor putting thing up Rusty's butt. All right.
it's a live stream from my doctor's office. I'm like, oh no.
All right.
What's it called when a pill goes in the other end? What's it called? Wow, she types it really fast.
Dude.
A suppository. A suppository.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Okay. I've got the self-vacuuming rug.
Nice.
It's a rug that has little holes in it, and then it's got like a switch on the end that you click, and it just goes like, and it sucks up all the stuff.
But it like only small stuff.
Yeah. I wouldn't take like your shoes.
Or like your dog.
No, your dog would get like stuck to it for a second though. It'd be like a little
Pulling his hair through the
thing. You definitely want to take your dog off, but it's not going to suck your dog up. But I feel like this could be a thing. It's like a bunch of tiny little holes, and it's just like zoop.
Like when you aerate a golf course green.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I love it.
Because there's lots of little crumbles and crinkles in my carpet, and
Vacuuming is kind of fun though.
I
dude.
like vacuuming.
Vacuuming a rug.
I don't
look.
like-
It's fucking. It's a
because
blast.
I have like a table and a couch on it, so it's like I gotta move those. I wish I could just.
I love cleaning, honestly.
All right, you should come over to my house and clean it.
No,
All right.
You love it.
my house.
All right. What's the problem with Snapchat?
Too many filters.
You know everyone on it.
Too many randoms on the Discover page.
You're gonna hate this idea then.
More random.
It's Snapchat like mixed with Omegle. So you send a picture and it just goes to a random person and then they send one back and you like see what people are doing in the other parts of the world.
I think that would have more cocks than Omegle.
Oh no. It gets there's a AI that detects anything naughty.
Okay.
You can
honestly probably you could.
You could send things like 5 out of 10 naughty, but not genitals.
Okay.
Like I don't like naughty in the sense like I could be like smoking weed, and then some guy in Jamaica would be like, also smoking,
jerking off.
also jerking it.
Wait, I like that.
Rastafari.
Yeah, I do like that. Actually, would be kind of fun. But it's just with all those things, it's just like it ends up jerking off.
I almost put in a disclaimer that there's no dicks, but I kind of hate because it ruins the fun of coming up with an idea when you can be like all the bad things that you'd be worried about. Aren't there. I had to.
No, I think
you know what? Fuck it. You can send dicks on it.
Omegle got shut down last year.
Yeah, it did.
End of an era.
it doesn't exist anymore.
No. I rember
I loved Omegle.
there were these kids that would play a drinking game where they'd go on Omegle, and every time there was a penis, they'd take a shot.
No, I would just go and like I would actually talk. Me and my friend went on it once and talked to this guy in like Hawaii for like 45 minutes. No, and he was sweet and wholesome, and we shared life stories, and it was actually really cool.
I bet he was hoping to share more than his life story.
Yeah.
No.
Did you guys ever get like your IP hacked?
Yeah.
No.
I was playing
I never did Omegle.
No, I don't mean from Omegle. I mean like I was playing Call of Duty once, and I was shit talking this guy, and he replaced my gamer tag with my exact address, and I turned it off. Or I think it happened on Omegle.
Like your home address?
No, it happened
Yeah,
to me on Omegle.
it said like four.
They were like, I know where you are, and then they typed the word.
Yeah.
What did it say?
It said, well, I don't even live there anymore. Fuck it. It said 4 Belfield Road, Cape Elizabeth, man.
You can go to his old house.
Dude, the people that moved in there are like hippies now. It's super annoying. They ruined my whole vibe.
People forget that Willy's address is on the internet.
Why?
Remember when we literally said where he lived in one of the episodes?
Oh,
I said the street name.
I know.
yeah, it's the big greenhouse on
No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
I don't Thornton Court.
People are gonna come in by
TP your
in
house.
hordes. People are gonna be asking for autographs outside my door when I get home. All right, I have my third one. I can't remember what I literally came up with this morning. It just says bird catcher, but I feel like there's more to it than.
Yeah, there's definitely more to it.
I'll do the other one though.
No. Let's try and let's come up with this. Bird catcher would be. It's for bird watchers who want a closer look.
No. Oh! I remember it. It has nothing to do with birds. Well, it has something to do with birds, like the scooters. I think there should be. Sometimes I like to scooter to work, and sometimes I can't find a scooter. Like I have to walk far to get one. There should be like a way in the app you can request one, and then like one in the area just like turns on and scoots over to your house on its own, and it waits outside for you, and then it's right there when you leave your house.
Can you imagine like you're walking down the street and you haven't heard about this new feature yet, and one just like erects itself and starts driving? You're like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, I feel like that could exist. Like it comes to you.
Wait, why is it bird catcher? Oh, I guess you're catching it.
Your bird comer sounds worse.
Yeah, bird comer was the original idea.
One time Chester and I were taking a bird or a lime back to where we lived last summer. You know that final like push up the hill?
Which way?
Like on
like Westminster?
Yeah. That final push, and I honestly was shocked we made it this far. It was both of us on the same lime, and instead of just getting off and walking that extra feet, we were like committed to taking it all the way home, and like the motor was working like overtime. It was just going like 1 mile an hour up the hill.
That's funny.
All right, I lost it. Okay. Do you guys create playlists? I know. Wait, you're Apple Music, right?
No.
Okay, thank God. Brian's Apple Music. Yeah.
No, I have good playlists.
She's Tidal.
So, do you guys do likes though? Like
No.
I mostly listen to my songs through my likes. I don't really do playlists anymore. But the problem is I have so many songs liked that if it's just on shuffle and it runs out of the first few that I queued up, I have to skip through like 10 songs before I get to one that I like again. Even with some of your playlists, it's just you don't want to hear that one. So this is Tinder for your songs, right? So you go through and it'll just play a quick snippet of the song. You either swipe left to keep it or swipe right to get rid of it. And then it compiles all the songs that you currently are liking into one playlist, and you can do it like.
I like.
Whenever.
Don't you have an app like that for like your photos?
I have that for my camera roll.
Yeah,
and it's awesome.
Wait, so you mean you're gonna do this for a playlist and then just swipe through and then delete them?
It doesn't delete them. It creates a new one of the ones that you actually like.
Yeah,
so that you have.
I make individual playlists. Like I make a few a week, honestly. So I don't.
That's great.
I make a lot.
I make like little ones. Like I've like.
What's the most amount of likes you have on a playlist?
On one of my playlists?
Yeah.
No, I don't think
I have
lot.
like 35.
Yeah, I have one with like 32.
Let me see. I have a great playlist, but I don't know how many. 12.
Yeah.
I mean, this is my I have one called Good Music Songs for Chilling.
For who?
For chilling. It's 11
Good
hours.
music songs for chilling. If you want to check
11
out,
hours long.
yeah.
Wow.
If you want to check out Will's Spotify, check out Good Music Songs for chilling.
Yeah. Lately, I've actually been listening to a lot of Spanish music.
Ooh.
Nope, don't like it.
Oh.
Oh.
I got into French rap one time in college, and that was pretty fun.
I think
Because the
that's
flow,
what I had for
it's-
lunch yesterday.
French rap,
Yeah.
it still flows the same way like normal rap,
Yeah.
but the words sound so much cooler because there's so much like
Yeah.
in it.
I have a 40-hour playlist.
Jesus.
Freshman year of high school.
Wait,
That's what it's called?
No, it's just I've had it since freshman.
What's the first song?
I think Hey Yeah.
Hey, yeah, yeah.
It was like our
That's so
it was like
funny.
our friend group's party playlist.
Yeah.
this one is 37 hours and 38 minutes with 40 saves.
Jesus.
And the first song is Midnight Train to Georgia.
All
All
right.
right.
Called Exclusively Bangers.
Everyone comment down
First
below
one is Where Them Girls At.
your favorite Spotify playlist.
Oh yeah, that's a new. Okay, I think we forgot to do this last time. The comment this week is your favorite Spotify playlist name, and so everyone who hasn't made it this far that looks in the comments will be so confused because
Oh, just the name of the
the name of the playlist
Yeah,
with
yeah.
no context.
I like it.
Okay, Will, what's your last pitch?
I have the remote controlled record player.
Okay,
Big issue for me is like I think having a record player is cool. I think the music.
yeah, you guys have a bunch of vinyls.
Yeah, I have like a huge record collection, but like it is objectively a little inconvenient to have to get up, flip the record, start it, blah blah blah. So you should just like have an app on your phone. Like if you're on the couch or in the other room, you can just start up the record player and it'll drop the needle remotely and start playing, and then you can press a button to flip the record and it has like a robot arm that goes like.
Isn't part of the whole reason that you would do vinyl instead of just play it out of a Bluetooth speaker is because it's kind of like like driving a manual car, like we were talking about. Like you're
That's
not
part of the
doing it
experience,
because you're not doing it because it's easy. You're doing it because it's cool.
It looks cool. No, when
Yeah,
DJs
but it still
do
looks
like
cool.
vinyl sets, that's like the sickest thing.
Yeah.
It still looks cool. You just don't have to get up and leave the room.
I think that they did back in the day have a machine that would like the record could flip it. It was a really nice record player that would flip the record.
Well, it's not just the flipping too. It's like,
Look, I don't want to listen to this song.
yeah, like you can control
Yeah.
it. I mean, yeah, maybe it's just sucky. Maybe I'm just a bad
Maybe
guy.
it's just sucky. All right, should we do Wars That Don't Exist or Rom-Coms That Don't Exist Part 2?
Let's do rom-coms to start.
All right, you start us off.
All right, these are rom-coms that don't exist, part 2. I've got The Unbreakable Pond. It's about two ducks that are in love, and a new housing development comes, and they build a bridge right in the middle of their pond, and so they're both separated into different halves. And then one has to make a journey through this new housing development to get to the other pond to find his true love.
I love it. Wait, how fast did they build this bridge that the ducks didn't have time to just end up in the same part of the pond?
Fast as hell.
Lightning quick.
No, one of the ducks went over, so it's like to get something.
That's sweet.
There were breadcrumbs on the other side. And you got distracted.
Yeah.
All right, I got Peace Train. It's
Is
set.
this the one where the
No, this one originally
gets hit
was the
by a
one where
train?
this is the one that originally ended with her getting hit by a train.
okay?
Set in the early 20th century after the completion of the Trans-Siberian Railway, this guy
Okay.
named Oslo meets this girl named Helga on the first luxury train. It's like the Titanic of trains is going across Europe.
Got it.
And she gets off the train before they have time to tell each other how they feel. And so in an effort to find her, he becomes a train conductor because that's the only thing they have in common. It's too early for them to have cell phone numbers or whatever. So he's like, if she loves me, eventually she'll get on another train. And she spends the rest of her life train hopping. And then one day he sees her, a couple years later, sees her getting off of his train, but he's the conductor and it's already going. And he has to slam on the brakes and they have this really romantic moment where he's running down the tracks.
That's
towards
awesome.
her. Yeah.
I love that one. Okay, I have have two working titles. Depends on who pays me the most money. It's either Post Soulmates or Uber Meets, and it's someone.
It has to be Post Soulmates.
Okay, Post Soulmates. Someone postmates Taco Bell and falls in love. They have like an interaction with the delivery person.
Yeah.
Then they fall in love in that moment, and the person leaves, and then they're like can't stop thinking about it, so they just keep ordering more cheesy gordita crunches, more Baja Blasts every single day, and they just start like their life is falling apart, and they're like their health is deteriorating, and they're just hoping they get the same driver, and it turns out that person that was I guess it has to love at the end, and then they fall in love at the end.
Cool.
I was picturing it like a Disney short.
Yeah.
Like a quick little.
Yeah.
Boop,
Well.
boop. They keep coming back.
Yeah.
I got Love Takes Time. When Eric Peters wakes up and realizes that he's treated every woman in his life poorly, let's start that one over. I got Love. What's it called again?
Isn't Eric Peters your friend?
No, Eric Peters was from that band that I made up called Eric Peters and the Bastards.
Oh.
I got Love Takes Time. When Eric Peters realizes that every romantic relationship he's been in, he's treated the woman poorly, he invents a time machine and goes back to fix all of his wrongdoing with past ex-girlfriends. Yeah. And it's just like a compilation of him just going back and being a nice guy this time.
I like it.
That's a good one.
All right, I've got Wait. It's just called Wait.
Okay.
It's about two people who are at a crosswalk. They're on opposite ends of the crosswalk. And they start like making eyes with each other, and kind of it's like clear that they're falling in love, and they want to run across and see the other one. So they both keep pressing the button more and more, and it just goes wait, 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 and then it's like goes on forever, and then at long last, one of them yells, "I can't wait!" And right in that moment, it kicks in like the.
Yeah.
That means you can cross.
Yeah.
And they run and they meet in the middle, and
This is a pretty short movie.
it's like weirdly long. It's like there's clearly something defective with the crosswalk, and like other people just say fuck it and go.
It keeps going. There's a bunch of flashbacks.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it is. You're right. And then flashbacks to like times they previously had met, and then it cuts back and it's like wait, and it's like back to reality, and then it's like they sink into these fantasies, and it's like wait, back to reality, and then they sink into another fantasy, and then it's like wait, I can't wait.
I can't wait anymore. I've got it's also a working title. I think I'm going to call it You're Not Abroad. And it's about these two kids who are on an abroad trip in Europe, and they have this evil headmaster. And when he takes them on a field trip, they sneak away, but they only have enough money for like one hotel room, so they have to spend the night together, and they fall in love. But he's trying to track them down, and he's hunting them down through Europe. And you follow them as they, experience a lot of new things.
I love that. I have Love from Above.
Love it.
This is about a member of the United States military who operates a drone in the Middle East, and he is slowly falling in love with this one woman in this town that
one speck on the
yeah like he keeps seeing her do like really wholesome things through the drone camera, and he's like, she's the one. So then he starts dropping off like extra like aid packages or whatever, and then she starts falling in love, and they have this like whole romantic thing. And then
is she in love with the drone or the operator?
Well, that's like she's like in love with, it's like unclear, and then there's like this whole tension where it's like he's supposed to obliterate this community, and he feels wrong about it, so then he crashes the drone, and he defects, and he goes and visits her, and he approaches her, and then that's the big reveal, is that she wasn't ever in love with him. She was in love with the drone itself. Oh wait, no, they have to be in love for it to be a rom-com, right?
No, I mean,
can I have a sad ending?
That's good.
I was gonna say he probably I thought you were gonna be like he gets like beheaded or something.
No.
Okay.
No. Why would he? No. God, no.
All right, I got Your Age Is My Number. It's about...
This feels like dicey, but...
Why?
Like you get to pick...
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah, no, it's the complete opposite of that.
Okay.
A boy and like a 9-year-old woman sit next to each other on a plane, and they fall in love with each other. But
this is what happened to you.
No, this has nothing to do with I came up with this before.
Unrelated.
And she's too old to have a cell phone, so she gives him her address, but then when they're walking out, the second she gets out of sight, like the wind sweeps it out of his hand or whatever, and he spends the next couple days trying to track her down. So he goes retirement home to retirement home, trying to find her, and then it turns out like she was just not as old as he thought. Like he thought that she was.
Oh.
Yeah, and then they run into each other while she's visiting her grandma at the retirement home, because she was actually only like 50, but to him, it seemed like she was like 90.
Got it.
Yeah.
I love that.
Thanks.
My last one is called Category 5 Romance. There's a hurricane.
Okay.
And this one person's power goes out, so they have to go foraging through the neighborhood, and they find a house that has power, that had a generator, and then they're like, can I come in here? My power's out and my windows are all broken. So then they have to spend the hurricane together, and they fall in love during the hurricane.
Similar to what was the one that I had about a snowstorm like weeks ago? Snowed in, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, someone DM'd us something that was like alternative idea. It's called Snowden, about Edward Snowden or something.
I got blinded by love. Yeah. So there's this guy named Oliver, and he's blind, and he literally bumps into a woman at a coffee shop, and they hit it off. And after like a week, he's like, "You should meet my friends," and they're all like, "Dude, she's so ugly." like she's like I haven't figured out if she's like really ugly or if she has like some like horrible like burn. I don't know. And they tell him, and he has to decide whether he cares about what's on the outside or just what's the inside.
Yeah. Let me guess. Inside prevails?
Yeah, I think so. I haven't gotten that far.
No, he's super superficial. All right, that's all I got. That was it, right?
Yep.
Okay, we also got wars. You want to intro us?
Sure. These are some wars that don't exist.
Wait, I have a question for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do it that way.
Let's open up the history books here. Rusty, what are some of your favorite wars from all of human history?
I like the Battle of a Single Death. So it was during World War II. There was the Axis powers and the Allied powers. The government forced them to still recruit people who were visually impaired. And they were like, I don't know what to do with these guys. So they just put them all in one like platoon. And the two blind platoons met each other. And we're just firing, but they're so bad at aiming. And after like 10 minutes, like realized that no one had been hit except for like one guy. And they just called it.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
I have the French or Indian War. French keyword is "or" there. This was just before the French and Indian War, where they just kept getting conflicting reports about who they were seeing on the battlefield. So they were like, all right, we don't really know what's going on. We're either fighting the French or the Indians. So they were calling it the French or Indian War. This is kind of a twofer. This is also the name of a war that broke out when two people couldn't decide where they wanted to go to dinner.
I got the 10,000 Years War. It's just been passed down from generation. I don't know if it's like, I don't know who's involved. I forget. But they've passed it down for so long that it got to the point where no one even remembered what they were fighting about because they were so far removed from the initial conflict that they just stopped fighting after 10,000 years.
There we go. I've got World War 1.5.
Yep.
It was a large-scale European conflict on par with the other two world wars. Just didn't have quite the marketing budget.
Yeah.
So it's kind of flown under the radar.
Yeah, it didn't have the star power of the other two world wars.
Yeah, there was no, big characters but it was bad.
I got the War of Passive Aggression. In this war, it's similar to the War of Northern Aggression, but this time the North and the South are kind of just it's more petty than anything. They don't actually admit that they're in a war, and most of it is just like small acts of sabotage and like kind of trashing each other in the papers. But then when you ask them if they're in a war, they insist that everything's fine.
I like that. All right, we've got the Antarctican Revolution. This was it was a huge revolution that happened in Antarctica. Problem is, there's like three guys, so it was basically just like the guy who was in charge of like the penguin station or whatever was like slacking, and so like the two other guys there were like, screw it, we're in charge now.
Yep.
And it was the largest conflict in the history of Antarctica.
I actually would disagree because you're not taking into account the Two Poles War.
Oh no!
When North Pole, who was led by Santa and elves, and it was like elves, reindeer, and snowmen, versus the South Pole, which was polar bears, penguins, and dwarves, I think, maybe. And they used the magnetic force to like slingshot things at the other pole. And then Poland randomly got involved, and no one really knew why.
Well, if it was all the poles.
Yep.
Okay, the 101 Years' War. This was two small countries in Eastern Europe wanted to gain some notoriety, so they contacted the Guinness Book of World Records, who told them about the 100 Years' War. So they had a Guinness Book of World Records guy there while they engaged in armed conflict for 101 years, just so they could set a record.
I love it. I got the Rail War. It was basically...
I remember that one.
Yeah. The Rail War was like a dispute broke out over who owned that railway that stretches from Europe to Asia, I think. And every country wanted to say it was theirs. And so they took the war to the rail. They all built these war trains. And basically like the main... Because it's such a long railway, they rarely pass each other. So the best way to do it was just to leave like small pebbles and stuff to derail the other people's trains. And like pennies and stuff because it would flatten it. And that was like a fun way to stay entertained.
I love it. Yeah. My last one, an all-timer, is the War on Christmas Eve. Unlike the War on Christmas, which was motivated by perhaps anti-religious sentiment, the War on Christmas Eve was motivated by kids who were getting really impatient, and they realized if they could get rid of Christmas Eve, Christmas would come a day earlier.
Yeah.
So
how did that work?
They were trying to make Christmas the 24th.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so they actually forged Jesus' birth certificate, made it the 24th, and it was a big deal.
Yeah. Crazy.
Lauren, what's your favorite war?
Lauren, what's your favorite war? I was going to ask that, too.
I don't remember any of them.
What's your favorite rom-com?
I don't have any. I'm cutting that out. What?
You don't have a favorite rom-com?
Oh, just actually in real life?
Yeah. Oh, you thought I was like make one up
Yeah,
now?
I was like, I don't want to.
I don't want to.
My favorite rom-com.
My favorite.
Oh, I like 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Oh,
Is that a
yeah.
rom-com?
Yeah.
I like that one.
That is a good one.
Okay. Well, this was a blast.
Yeah, I was going to say...
I think we're off to a good start. You guys... Yeah.
Good 2024.
I think we might cook in 2024.
I heard that.
One of our bosses told us in a meeting, told Lauren apparently in a meeting yesterday, that he wants us to have some new segments this year.
Who said? Which boss?
Edge.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying new segments could be fun.
So I'm posing that to our listeners too. If you have any ideas for things, I was thinking maybe we do something where we break down the news.
You love the fucking news, dude.
What?
Everything's about the freaking news with you.
What if we did the Tradle on air?
Oh my god, dude, the Tradle today is so hard.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that
You've
is.
never even heard of this country. I got Bhutan.
We both got Bhutan.
In 4 guesses. You got it in 5. Harper got it in 3, which is shocking.
My dad
Tradle?
got it in 5. It's
Tradle it gives you the GDP of a country and all their main exports, and you guess a country that tells you how far away you are from it, and then you get closer.
Yep, that's
we both got Bhutan. That's
baller.
baller as shit.
I've been memorizing. I spend all of my time at home memorizing every country in the world. I can do the Americas, Europe, Monsoon Asia, Northern.
What'd you say?
Monsoon Asia is like, it's like Asia, but it takes out all the shit that's like not actually Asia. Like, you know when they're like, well, fucking technically, the fucking this country's in Asia. And you're like,
I don't
yeah,
know what you mean.
Yeah, but it's not. So it's like it stops at like Bangladesh.
So nothing east of there, or west of there. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know.
like-
that's just what it's called on the thing that I do. It doesn't have the Middle East is like not part of it,
got it.
which I think the Middle East is Africa, anyways. No,
Middle East is Asia.
yeah. So it takes all that nonsense out.
Yeah. I mean, Turkey's really the only ambiguous one. It's split between Asia and Europe and
Yeah.
Russia.
And I can do Northern and Western Africa.
That's baller.
All right. Well, this was a blast.
Oh, we didn't talk about like New Year's resolutions.
Oh.
Do you guys want to do that really quick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My New Year's resolutions are: I want to give more high fives. I want to get more into trains, and I think that I want to be nicer to people, but I haven't decided if I want to do that one yet.
I want to find a new type of bear or some other kind of animal that no
Yeah.
one's heard of.
It's a good one.
Actually, I want to start reading. I read 3 chapters of a book
That's pretty
2
good.
days ago
In one sitting?
in one sitting on the train on the down east.
Dude, that train fucking rules.
Yeah, this was great.
Okay, everyone tell us your New Year's resolution and Spotify playlist.
Just the name of the Spotify playlist.
No. Here's what you do. You write out your New Year's resolution and then write out the Spotify playlist and then do every other word
Oh my god!
from each one so that it just all
It's
the
gonna
comments
be
look like gibberish.
Absolute nonsense in the comments. All right, perfect. Do that. Whatever he said.
All right, we love you.
guys.
And wait, so this is coming out on Monday.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys again on Wednesday.
We'll have another episode in 2 days.
And that's me. That's on me. I was sick and in Florida. So
One of those things was way more relevant than the other.
won't happen again. And I hope you guys had a great Monday or have a great Monday. And we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Love you.
Peace.
Bye-bye.